90-Day Fiancé star stuns with postpartum weight loss following harsh body shaming. This 90-Day Fiancé star has silenced critics with a jaw-dropping postpartum weight loss transformation, after facing intense body shaming online. Many 90-Day Fiancé cast members have embraced motherhood, sharing their pregnancy journeys and postpartum lives on social media. From baby updates to parenting struggles, these reality stars show how life after the show includes family growth, motherhood milestones, and major transformations. In 2025, 90-Day Fiancé stars continued growing their families. Jasmine Pineda welcomed her third child, Matilda, with partner Matt Brownies in April. Tigerlily Taylor gave birth to her first baby, Zane 11, in late 2024. Tigerlily currently appears pregnant in 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Season 9, while Jasmine is yet to reveal the baby news in the show's timeline. Apart from Jasmine and Tigerlily, 90-Day Fiancé Alamani Suwan also gave birth to a baby girl in March 2025 and is now sharing the struggles she's faced since welcoming Minthira. Every time I hear people say, "I'm fat," especially from the women, a part of me feels disheartened, Annie wrote as her caption for a post containing pictures of her riding a bike down the streets of Pattaya. Annie explained that her body was still healing and still shifting. She added that the words she reads echo, but she has decided that she's not going to let these words define her. Annie is turning negativity into fuel. Not for them, but for me, she added before mentioning, this rise, this strength, this joy is all hers. Annie also included the hashtags #postpartumpower, #myjourney, #stronger-every-day. What Annie revealing her jaw-dropping post-baby body after hurtful comments means. Annie began her weight loss transformation in early 2022. She started sharing photos that revealed a slimmer waist and toned figure. She maintained a fitness-focused routine involving outdoor walks and cooking healthy meals at home instead of eating out. Annie was documenting her journey toward a healthier lifestyle long before pregnancy became a focus. By March 2022, Annie had visibly slimmed down, often posting flattering photos in form-fitting outfits for her clothing collection. Although she did not specify exact numbers, fans praised her return to size and defined jawline. Her disciplined changes in diet and routine mirrored those of her husband, David Toborowski, who was also on a weight loss spree and dropped 11 pant sizes. Annie showing her post-baby body after hearing hurtful comments is a powerful moment. She is proud of her healing body and refuses to let others' words bring her down. By sharing her strength and joy, Annie turns negativity into motivation and reminds others that every journey after childbirth is personal and worth celebrating. Our take on Annie lashing out at critics in a positive way. Annie responded to body shaming strongly and positively. Instead of getting angry, she chose to focus on her healing and joy. By sharing her progress, she showed that her body is still changing and that is okay. Annie's message is clear, that new moms should be proud of their bodies, no matter what others say. In her post, 90-Day Fiancé star Annie is seen riding a bike with confidence. This simple moment shows her freedom and resilience. She talks about not letting hurtful words define her and turning them into fuel. Annie's response was not about fighting back, but about moving forward. She wants to remind fans that true strength comes from accepting yourself and enjoying the journey. A wild 90-Day Fiancé divorce reveal could lead to even messier revelations. Two-thirds of a famous 90-Day Fiancé throuple are calling it quits, and their shocking divorce reveal might be the tip of the iceberg. The couple in question are Matt and Imani Jalassi, who were part of a throuple with an exotic dancer who's also a mom, Eni Aguirre. There were signs that the OG couple, who wanted to bring a woman into their relationship in order to expand it, were having problems. Sadly, where there was smoke, there was fire. Imani was well acquainted with the green-eyed monster. Although she agreed to the throuple arrangement, she soon grew jealous of her husband's bond with Eni. What does Matt and Imani's divorce announcement mean? Despite real issues for the couple, who are raising their 2 daughters in San Diego, California, the couple have decided to divorce, but that decision actually shows faith in their relationship with Eni, not hopelessness with one another. They are formally divorcing so they can bring the other woman to America. Since jealousy is a problem in the threesome, and probably will be in the future, it's possible that the surprising divorce filing is just the beginning of newfound drama. Jealousy isn't the only problem that's holding the duo back. Concerns about money add another layer of complication which may lead to big problems down the line. If the throuple falls apart in the USA, 1, 2 or 3 of them could decide to share messy details about their romance with the world. As all 3 people have kids, that would be a terrible thing. Their children might be impacted by those admissions, which would remain on the internet forever. Look at the fallout from Angela Deem's fraught breakup with Michael Ilesanmi. They're 90DF veterans who kept forgiving each other for things that should have been deal-breakers. Inevitably, in that situation, the end result will be war. Both silently, or very loudly, in Angela's case, stored up rage. Angela didn't appreciate being cheated on. Michael didn't like the verbal and physical abuse. As the romance, and that term's used loosely, as Michael seemed to use Angela as a way to get money and a green card, not as a real partner, spiraled, both began to lash out. After their split, there were angry accusations that changed nothing. Their reputations were damaged. Michael was the gold digger, Angela the crass abuser. Neither benefited very much from the publicity. Enough about them. The point is that the same thing could happen again. Amani from Tunisia, who is descended from Bedouin tribes, finally felt free enough to explore her bisexuality in ways she couldn't in the past. Envy could end the throuple, despite a divorce. Above, see Amani fighting jealousy, which is such a natural human emotion, as she hears an upsetting confession while all 3 longer in a hot tub. Amani will need to push down so many negative emotions to make this throuple last. It's up to her whether all of the pain is worth what she gets in return. If the throuple falls apart, Amani might decide to be even freer by sharing shocking insights about life in the throuple. As she evolved, shedding the constricting rules of the past, she might go further, unburdening herself by getting so real about the ups and downs in her marriage. Annie, a steely stripper who's got more than a touch of Disney villain energy, could really go to the dark side. Annie could potentially embellish a bit to stay in the spotlight. She might talk about what went on behind the scenes, making herself look good at other people's expense. The couple, Matt and Amani, could also cause a ruckus if the throuple fails. Amani might get too jealous and start speaking out. Their family could be destroyed. If Matt begins to shower Annie with attention, that could backfire in a truly spectacular way. Money issues could also be a problem. It seemed like Annie, an exotic dancer, had a strong financial motivation for entering into the throuple. Sure, she may have honestly been attracted to the couple, but that might not have been all she was thinking about. As a single parent who worked in a sometimes rough industry, maybe she was looking for a way out. The security and comfort that the duo could provide might have seemed like a potential safety net, a soft place to fall. However, Annie from Tijuana is independent. She made it her own and she always will. Whether she will have to pull away from the throuple in time is yet to be determined. It seems like jealousy and money issues Amani and Matt were giving Annie cash will be the primary stressors within a relationship model that's already unique enough to be very delicate. It's a kind of dance they'll all need to do to stay together. All 3 need to try. If one person gives up, it could end it all. If Matt marries Annie after divorcing his original wife, that could create a sort of sister-wives dynamic. Mary Brown from that show legally divorced Cody Brown so he could marry Robin Brown. It turned out to be a situation where Robin was favored the entire time. Soon enough, the repressed resentment began to rise to the surface, poisoning the plural marriage. Obviously, that will be a risk in this relationship too. Some people can make unconventional romances work. They don't want the tried and true. Their needs are a little different. They know themselves enough to understand that normal relationships usually don't fulfill them. So, there is always hope for the trio. However, there are a lot of clues that point to trouble in the distance. 90-Day Fiancé tests couples, putting their romances under microscopes. There's public chatter about what they do. There's the pressures of filming, and needing to boost drama enough to satisfy an audience. All can warp a relationship, robbing it of its essence. So, hopefully, this situation won't devolve into lowbrow conduct, name-calling, blaming and shaming.